Marco!
Hello.
Looking for you in the blushes.
Okay.
Bloom walk in the blushes today?
Let's walk in. Yes, let's show you the blushes. It's a jungle out here.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
Hi, you guys. I'm going to show you some blushes. And we'll just start right here. Here is a super sweet pompon, which is Irish D Porter. These have not been deadheaded, so you're going to see some that need to be deadheaded, but we can't quite keep up to this field. But this is sweet little ball shaped mini ball, and just the slightest sweetest little blush of pink on it. And I love these pom-poms. It just adds such a sweet touch to any bouquet or arrangement. And I'm gonna take a cut as we go along. You saw that we are using we have snip spray. Every time we go from plant to plant, we spray our snips with isopropyl alcohol, and that's how we're keeping our snips clean and disinfecting as we go along. So my son-in-law came up with a little spray idea, and then I just kind of rub it like this a couple times before I take a snip. So I'm going to go real deep here, and I'm going to cut this. And then right next to it is Irish Ruffles. Isn't that fun? This one tends to be a little bit blusher, but she's showing more little almost pinky lavender in there. But see this one here? Look at those ruffles. She's gorgeous. Gorgeous one. Another favorite. So we can just kind of move to the next one. Okay, so here we have Light Wizard. Now, Light Wizard is a small, like a mini ball, and it just has, it's almost white, but it has a little bit of blush in the center there. You can just barely tell. But it's a really sweet, easy to work with one in bouquets. Let me cut this one. And then right next to it, we have Camino Zoe, which is very similar in shape, but it has just a little bit more pink to it. And you can see that the petals are incurved a little bit more. You can see this one, which it's not as open, and then the more open, just a little bit more pink. If we compare side by side, let me cut that one. Okay, here is side by side Camino Zoe and Light Wizard. So you can see Light Wizard's a little bit barely blush. I would say call them both barely blush, but Wizard and Camino Zoe similar in size, very similar in color, and great ones to use. So here we go. Let's go on to the next one. Here we have K.A.'s Pearl. The K.A.'s Pearl comes in this, really has this lavender dusting to it, and sometimes though it has this where it's just barely touched. K.A.'s Pearl, beautiful. Look at the size of them. I mean, it's just amazing color. These are hanging out in here, but so fun, and I mean, just gorgeous. Clean here. Recording. Okay, then I'm going to go here to K.A.'s Mocha Maya. Mocha Maya has all the wonderful colors of cafe au lait, the favorite cafe au lait, but in this more informal decorative shape. It's not, I mean, it's not as big, and but this is not as quite as formed, but it's an easier shape too. This one's a great one if you can move around this way. You see this one. So pretty. Just all the colors we love in cafe au lait, but in a different shape and easier size to work with. So this is a favorite for wedding work. Get a couple of these. Oh, look at this one right here. Look how gorgeous that one is. Beautiful. Enough to make you swoon. Okay, let's move on to a different area. Here we are, and this one's Magic Moment. So Magic Moment has the slight dusting of lavender, and then the center, you can see as it's opening, and then it does open more white with just a tiny kiss in the center. You can see here, really pretty. And to me, I don't know if this is really called a semi-cactus form, but you can see how it has more of that cactusy shape. But this is really fun, and it's a magic moment, and it really is a magic moment. I'm gonna clean my snips, and I'll cut one of these. A different one. Here we are in KA's Bella Luna. Look at how pretty, just slightly touch of blush in it, and then it does open to almost pure white. But another just stunning, stunning bloom from KA's. And then right across the way here, we have KA Snow Joe. Look at that sweet kiss in the center of the blush. Another super great one. Here we have KA's Cloud. Look at this beauty. Now this one's gonna get really, really big, but that's probably pretty much open for this one. You can see all the fluffy layers of petals. It's just amazing. Look at this, how the color is before it's opened up.
Okay.
And you can see why it's called a cloud. It's just a big fluffy cloud. It's gorgeous. Let's get one of these. This one is Penny Lane, and you can see how it differentiates between the pearl is that it just has a deeper center than KA's Pearl, and then the petals actually are kind of creamy instead of as white. So this one is gorgeous. You can see we've cut most of these, but here's one down here. Look at this fully open. Well, it's not fully open, but look at how big it is. I mean, in my hand. Great coloring. The darker, almost kind of raspberry, purpley, and then a more of a creamy off-white petals here. That's just where we were, right? Oh my goodness, we just have so many blushes. So this is KA Champagne. You can tell I really love KA's because she makes the most beautiful colors. This nose. So this is Champagne. You can see, look at that form of her petals. Oh, she's just amazing. Cut this one to add. And then this one is KA Chiffon. We're all just swooning over this one. Look at this beautiful, such a soft, so soft. Here's another. Look at it. So beautiful. What's not to love here? And then my absolute favorite from last year from KA was Cinder Rose. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Amazing colors of it, just tiny little bit of yellow, just makes it kind of glow. Gives it the antique look, I think. Just a real vintage wash over Cinder Rose. I don't know what, I just so love this one. Look at that with the chiffon Cinder Rose. This one is called Silver Years, and I love this one because it has like a pinstripe on the petals. It's not a water lily form, but it has a little bit of that kind of a look to it. You see this one more fully open. So it's very soft, like a baby pink kind of after it opens up more. It's a really, really pretty one. This one we've had for some time, and it always produces a lot of stems. And look at the dark stem on it too. I think that's just a favorite, a really unusual thing of the dark stem with that light blush bloom. I even have more blushes, but I can't hold anymore. So I wanted to show you some more, but we do have more blushes. And I'm gonna think I'll make this in a prettier bouquet for you, but here's just a few of them.